Hi guys, I would like to do a small update about my one of the toughest things I had my to-do list before AJCT, which is my training and my exercising and my weight gain program. And just currently I'm just exercising and trying to build more muscle and in general get my weight up. But somewhat discouraging is that every time I step on the scale shows the exact same figures, and somehow I feel that I'm not progressing enough, or everything I do is wrong, or I do it in the wrong way. So I've been trying to figure out what to eat and how to eat and how many times a day I should be eating, and just figuring out what are the best exercises for my body type. But what makes this difficult is that last year in the summertime I was going through especially a rougher time, if you consider my situation now. I can tell you that last summer was extremely tough for me emotionally, because I had to see a psychiatrist for a couple of times, and I was prescribed some antidepressants, and I was put on them, and I'm still on them, but clearly I don't have the same symptoms of depression as I had last year in the summer. So that is something that depression is something that can affect your eating habits and your physical health as well. And that's why I just didn't have the appetite I had before, and I just stopped enjoying eating in general. That's why since then I haven't had the perfect eating habits, and now I just need to improve my eating and just being more healthy, especially now that I'm going to Moscow. And since I have MS, I cannot eat everything I want. I've cut a lot of things of my diet because of MS, and I have done my own research of multiple nutrients and foods and basically all kinds of nutrition that can have a negative impact on MS. And that's why I have just cut them out, or at least reduced them significantly from my diet. And that's why I always have to think where to eat and how to eat and what I can really eat, just to fulfill my daily calorie intake. And that is not an easy task to do if you consider that you don't have that many things that you can do, that you can eat on a regular basis. And so that's why I have a special just list of foods that I can eat, and try to pick out foods that are very high in calories and fats and proteins, so that it will improve the muscle building after exercise. And just generally I would like to get myself fit before going to Russia, because there will be the pre-testing of a couple of days before being fully accepted to the HCT, because of course the doctors performing the procedure and the therapy, they must be absolutely sure and convinced that this patient will be and can be put through the chemo and the transplant, because it's extremely tiring and heavy therapy for anyone to go through. And that's why you have to be fit, and of course I really want to be fit and have no doubts about being accepted to the final treatment for the HCT. And if it's still unclear to someone why I'm doing this like special exercising and trying to gain weight, that is because during HCT you will be spending many days in hospital, just lying in bed and just basically lacking of daily physical exercise. Of course you will be walking when you're allowed to, and you can go even outside as far as I know, but most of the time you will be quite passive during the time you will be spending in the hospital, at the clinic. So that's why you have to have the body mass just to endure the treatment and the muscle, because there's going to be some muscle atrophy due to the passiveness of the treatment that makes you just lie in bed, and sometimes you just don't want to. Probably there'll be some side effects from the chemo. That's why I'm not sure if I'm going to have a perfect appetite, so that's why I need to have some extra mass, just to make sure that I will be fine and won't have to deal any extra complications due to my low body mass. So, and yes, naturally it's quite logic that I need to be over 50 kilograms at least. But if you think of it, when you go to give blood, donate blood, you usually cannot be under this and this kilos. A grown up. Well, anyways, I cannot donate blood because I have MS. But anyways, if you just see the requirements and the conditions for donating blood, you must be in Europe. You must be, I think you must be at least 50 kilos, and I am not 50 kilos. So my goal and I must be over 50, because if you consider donating blood is just not that harmful to you. It is basically giving blood, and then you just go home and just might feel a little bit dizzy. But if you're spending 30 days in a hospital and you're going to go through heavy chemo treatment and then the transplant, I guess you must be strong enough to go through it, and that's why I want to be 100% sure that I am able to go through it. And so that's why I think being fit is a key element in this treatment. And in general, I'm not that fit. I get very tired and exhausted just in general about jogging and things like that, and walking stairs, and it can be very tiresome. And in general, I would be in a better shape for the treatment and for myself in general. So yes, this was a quick update for you guys. If you just, in case you like to see how I'm progressing with my chore list, my to-do list before HCT, and logically I'm proceeding as the list goes, and just in the end, just before my departure to Moscow, I will be just having the documents and so on prepared for the trip and for my stay in Russia. But yes, this was just an update, and if you would like to donate for my HCT, which is coming in 195 days. I would be so appreciative and so thankful if you would like to support me. Just see the description box below for details. And I will see you next time talking about something different. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. Bye.